to arrest anyone they want to arrest. You know something? They did not have the right to do what they did at the time. They did not have the Minister of Justice did not have the right to misinterpret the Supreme Court. They did not have the right to pause on a to door to open. The opposition allowed that.
Well, it's better late than never. Yeah, certainly it's better it's on than not to be on. Good morning. Thank you so very much. And thank you for the understanding. Yes, this is, let's talk about it on Kings 88.5. I'm Sam Andrews. Israel boy we are here is down. He's sick. He just can't. No. He just can't. He just can't. You know exactly what I'm saying. The emphasis. He just can't. He can't wake up from bed. Yeah, so we are in. That's what it is. We are family at Kings 88.5. One person out, another person in. The show comes on. So let's wish Israel Borg we are here. Speedy recovery. He's down. The voice can hardly come out. So I'm Sam Andrews. Welcome to the show. We've got a couple of issues to talk about this morning. On Let's Talk About It. This is Kings 88.5. Time is of the essence. We are already into almost 30 minutes of the show time. Well, you are aware of where we are now as a country under the tyrannical, dictatorial, cartel, unity party government. It is a known fact now that rescue truly came to rescue itself. Rescue did lie to the people. Everything they condemned yesterday, they are fully engaged with all those things. What a pity, what a shame, what a disgrace. The president himself is the lead. The man brag, boasts from the onset, no business as usual in his government. Business as usual is 5 times than what he meant. The government is corrupt to the core. They are putting money everywhere, every place to ensure that they stay on squeezing every dollar, every dime, every cent from you going into 2029. Let's focus on what they have done. The budget is an all-out discussion, taking it piece by piece. Let's focus on the very place. Boakai truly is not a person who is clever. Boakai isn't smart. Boakai is the president. But being a president doesn't say that you know or know it all. He came to the presidency with this anger, vexation, grudge, hatred, or hate against his predecessor. He felt that his predecessor was pillaging the resources of the country, even though he saw tangible developments, practical developments, which the whole world can attest to. And he himself saw and still seeing, along with his people, all of those. This president comes to power without sitting and thinking and asking his people. He felt that George Weah was putting money into places that should not have gone. which wasn't true. One of those places, NSA. This president had the audacity, which I consider on illiteracy ground, because when you are not aware of something and you refuse to ask questions, you are illiterate to it. You are illiterate. If I do not know something, yet I refuse to ask questions, because asking questions will expose you. Exposure is literacy. But if I don't know and I refuse, yet act, I am illiterate to it. So the president comes on an illiterate ground and said the Central Bank of Liberia, NSA, and all those other security apparatuses should be audited. That was his understanding of no business as usual, good governance, transparency. Fast forward. Here is the same president putting money into the National Security Agency, the place that he called to be audited. He felt that George Weah put so much money in the NSA. They were using the NSA to get this, to do that. That's why he said NSA should be audited. Not realizing that NSA as a security institution, you cannot bring it into the public because audit is a public show. Audit is a public show. Every audit that is done, what happened? We discuss it in the public. Audit is a public show. If you take a security apparatus and bring it into the public for public discussion, you are not only exposing that institution, but you are laying bare the institution, the country. You are putting it at the vulnerability of any institution or anybody whatsoever. That is why all around the world, security institutions are protected. They are void of anything public show. Mr. President comes and said the NSA should be audited. And listen, Bouakai has always come or had dull people around him. Sorry to say, but it is the reality. Because his people supported him. What kind of government? Anything the president says, the rest of the people run with it and believe it to be true. So they were supporting him. Yes, the NSA should be audited. Yes, the NSA should be audited. And Bouakai is serious. And the president means business for this country. This president will do this for this country. The people who claim to be highly educated, and truly they are highly educated than Bouakai. So Guy Bouakai and said, Mr. President, why it is true that you have this ambitious plan to have NSA audited as well as other institutions. This institution is purely exempt from anything of a public show called audit. If you ever did that, you will be exposing the entire country. So please don't go that route. They refused to tell him. The people who call themselves security people around him, they too supported him and said, yes, audit. It was the people from outside that kept on saying and explaining all of the factors that if you went ahead to do this, this is what's going to happen. Here we are today. The very institution that Joseph Bouakai felt that George Weah was putting money in was using it for XYZ at the time he wants to will go there. The reason he called for NSA to be audited because he felt George Weah was putting money in NSA for his personal use and other things. That's the misconception and grudge that Joseph Bouakai had when he came and called for the NSA to be audited. Where in the world, government after government from 1822, you ever heard any government call for the auditing of its security apparatus? Where have you seen it in the world? Because Bouakai have always had that grudge, that hatred, that malice for George Weah. So he comes to power and say NSA should be audited, not necessarily on other things, but because George Weah was president and probably his people may have told him that Weah put so much. The same thing he accused. Yeah, it's in the NSA. NSA in the budget. NSA now has over 49.3 million United States dollars in just under 36 months. Where this money? What is it for? Why are they putting? What is the job of NSA? We all know that. What extra NSA is doing so much? that they will have a budget of over or infusion of over 49.3 million United States dollars. Why? Previous government did not even put this amount there whenever the budget came afloat. Now here is the open secret. They are preparing for 2029. They are preparing for 2029. This money that is being put in NSA as the budget reveals is nothing but for 2029. That's all. The same NSA, because NSA, you can go there and question there, oh, the legislators will not raise any issue why NSA has this budget. NSA, what are they doing, this and that? All the security people, the so-called security people in that legislature, I say so-called because the people they put on security committee, we know they are not security people. It's not because you're having a how they call this security guy friend then you security people, that the white people, when they're on security committee, we know we can believe them because they are veterans. They went into war. They came out of war. They coordinated war. They know exactly what it is. They brought civil conflict to an end. It were the only people here. All these people on that security committee, they know nothing. Nothing. Look what has been happening all around. When things happening, the people shut their mouths. Conflict coming, the people, they shut their mouth. They're taking money, putting it in the pocket of that Capitol building. That's why I've never respected any one of those people who sit in what they say the chairman of security committee, chairman or this. They're just money eaters. Sorry. So here is it. Bouakai has now put in the budget. The budget carry over 49.3 million United States dollars in just under 36 months. So what NSA is going to do with this? What is NSA? What extra NSA is doing? NSA is one of the institutions, though we know it as a security institution, but nothing extra. Unlike the other countries that we see a number of things happening, this country here is just a free country. Nobody get time for anything. Nobody do anything. NSA not doing anything extra. Even the presidential guy didn't do anything extra. Bouakai just went and wasted the country money on bulletproof. Nobody get time from time to time. Joseph Jingi Robert was president. You were moving all around here. You were walking all around the street. Nobody had time to do anything to him. All the presidents that came, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf will move in the crowd. Nobody had time. George Weah will move in the crowd, shake the crowd hand, move from one end to another, sit down with people. Nobody had anything to do. The country here, we love our president so much so that we see the president part of us. The president can go in West Point and sit down and eat with the people. Nobody get time. He can go in Gibraltar and sit down. He can go any part. The citizens are the ones who are protective of the president by law. So why extra NSA doing? We don't have any internal wahala. We don't have any external threat. Nothing happening. This country is just peaceful, safe. You take almost 2 million to buy bulletproof. The cars here now, Bouakai getting tired with the car. Because the reason for being flashy so that you will exhibit that flashiness. That's the reason for being flashy. But what good is being extravagant when you cannot showcase it? You now enjoy it. Bouakai using over 2 million bulletproof, but he's not enjoying it. Because listen, the man said he has outlived his usefulness. So he can enjoy it. He's not in his prime any longer. You enjoy life when you are in your prime. When you have left your prime, it's just to just exist. That's all. To just exist. And after that, when the time comes, fine. You enjoy life in your prime. That's why God himself said it. He said, make the most of your youth. In your youthful days. The reason for that, because when you reach your 80s, 70s, 80s, nothing there again, no amount of life you will enjoy. Only the people who are in their prime around you will use you to enjoy, to feed on you. And that's what is happening. Look around, look at society. You want to live the same extravagant life that he's talking about or he spoke against. He's living it. There's money There's 49.3 million people. That election, yeah? Their money will come, they will take it from there. And the people tell you they come and build their headquarters. They say they're going back to their permanent home. And then they will have headquarters in every county. Where the money coming from? This is it. That budget the people said, that cake, cut your own. But you not cutting, they are cutting. It is a budget of the elite. That's the elite budget. The budget doesn't favor the people they call ordinary. The budget favors the big shots. It doesn't favor the poor. The budget favors the big shots. It doesn't favor the poor. If you have the time to run through it, which is a public document, you can. And you know what I'm talking about. And you will be convinced. You will convince yourself. And the budget will convince you even further. The budget at 1.2 billion, but not 1.2 billion to relieve you, not 1.2 billion to take you out of poverty, not 1.2 billion to get your children the kind of livelihood, to give you the kind of life that you need for sustenance to move forward. No. Look at it. That's why you have to be exposed. Don't just allow the politicians to give you what they want to give you. Take the document and read it. It is a public document. It doesn't favor you. It favors them. Every aspect. So 49.3 million United States dollars gone into NSA account. They are preparing for 2029. Seditions, let me tell you, don't sit. Don't sit. These guys are preparing. Everybody is campaigning. Campaign has opened. These guys, they will do everything to ensure that they stay on in power. As far as they're concerned, they must be in power forever and ever. And they told you that your president, George Weah, would not come back to the presidency. When they said George Weah would not come back to the presidency, this is exactly what they meant. That they will use cash violence, they will monetize the entire election atmosphere, they will infuse it in any way, whichever way. Get ready, seditions. Don't sit down. Campaign has started already. The National Elections Commission will move on to being a toothless bulldog. There are things that will be happening beginning 2026 that the National Elections Commission will not be able to handle because the government itself has already started campaigning going on all around. You saw what they did to Musa Belete. The reason they stopped Musa Belete, because they look at it from a political campaign standpoint that the recognition and the praises and the swaying of votes will go to Musa Belete. It was not because they know that they want to do something or they have the ability. No, it was purely on political ground. But the next project, as reviewed by Musa Belete Press Secretary Smith Toby, that they brought in 1 million lights, 1 million solar lights. That one, they can't stop it. And CMC defied them to put that to a halt. These guys are desperate. These guys are dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Stand up. Get ready. They infuse this money into NSA purely for elections. The NSA, Bwaka said they should audit. Why you can't audit the NSA now? Why are putting money there? Why? Why this amount of over 49.3 million United States dollars? The highest ever under any government. Astronomical figure, 49.3 million. Ask, what NSA? Does NSA deserve such staggering amount? What NSA doing extra? as much as it is a security institution, but you want to put the political question to it because you see them doing nothing extra. What NSA does in this country. In fact, there is no need for NSA. If you look at the whole thing, we don't need NSA. Look at the security apparatuses we have. What NSA is actually doing. There's no need for NSA, and we'll be pushing for that. You put money in a place that is workable for the country. What NSA doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's it. That's it. That's the first. Let's go to Councillor George Smith. Councillor George Smith is vexed with the Chief Justice. His description of the Chief Justice, if he's not withdrawn from that court, then he's lucky. But he termed the Chief Justice's attitude, his conduct, as total authoritarianism. We at Kings FM, we are fluid. That be Braxmore. We're not like other people that be forty to pronounce what total. Just a little bit of therapy. Part of broadcast. Along the way, you got to sound therapeutic just to get the people laughing. Oh, God. Yeah. They've been fighting over words. We don't fight over words. Authoritarianism. George Smith described the conduct, the attitude, the behavior of the Chief Justice as total authoritarianism, meaning he is a ruler. An authoritarian is a ruler, not a leader. An authoritarian ruler is, there are two categories. You have the transformative and the transactional. The authoritarian leader or ruler is transactional. Transactional simply means in organization, everybody works at the will and pleasure of the ruler. Whatever the ruler wants, that's it. The ruler is concerned more about himself, his benefits, and everybody do as he wants them to do. They have no right. When he says A, everybody bow. Simply, the authoritarian ruler demonstrates the Nebuchadnezzaric instinct. Everybody bows to him, everybody. That is the picture George Smith is painting of the Chief Justice of the Republic, Unity Party Chief Justice. He said that the Chief Justice behavior is total authoritarianism. He is the sitting judge in Grand Cru County, accusing the Chief Justice Yami Gbese of exercising authoritarian control over judicial postings, accusing the Chief Justice of violating the constitutional right to health and humane working condition. Simply put, the Chief Justice is just bad off in his work. And that most of them, as judges and magistrates, are uncomfortable with the conduct of Unity Party Chief Justice. They are fed up. They are just not comfortable with what they are saying, given the expectation that they had that his appointment with his coming in will have changed everything, will have given them a good status. Unfortunately, the Chief Justice is just bad off. Then, Unity Party, let's go to that, having talked the Chief Justice, and then we are out. We came on a bit late, but that's okay. It is not the normal, so please accept that. Yes, it was not the normal. We had a late conversation talking with Israel on the line. The voice can come out early, clearly. Israel is sick. This work that we do, you wouldn't know until you're in a stressful sitting one place and talking for 4 hours, Monday to Friday. It have a serious toll on you. In the morning, you're so tired to wake up. Many days, when wake up, I look at the clock, so 10 minutes to 6 o'clock, okay, let me just go for the next 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes, by the time I wake up, it's 6:30, sometimes 6:45, sometimes after 7. And then you're watching. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. Most time AB comes to do the show in the evening. He's tired. He's in the office taking a nap. The stress. Because this thing is a full-time job. Yeah, it's not broadcast all over the world. It's a full-time. You give your everything to it. You can't do it in piecemeal. So it's always having a toll on the health. Yeah, it's not easy. Israel voice can come out. The cold, the malaria. It's not easy. All right. So we lead, they follow. What I want to tell you, then I will open the line. Unity Party, 1.2 billion budget, an elite budget, not a budget for you. You remain in your same condition as market women, business people, wheelbarrow, riders, kekes, bikes, those who sell the goods along the road on the sidewalk, Randall Street, Galley Street, Front Street, Perry Street, Waterside, whatever. Your condition remains the same. If you can struggle for yourself to get your living, nothing will happen. Depend on yourself. Strive. Put everything into your business. The government lied to you. The 1.2 billion, it is not about you. The 1.2 billion, it is about themselves. They raised that 1.2 billion or raise it to 1.2 billion to give you the understanding that they are working, they are doing well, they're coming to improve your life. That is not true. It is a lie. I just share with you the money that gone in NSA account, over 49.3 million United States dollars. The lawmakers between the office of the pro tem, the deputy speaker, the speaker, the vice president, 70 million United States dollars. 70 million. 70 million. Yesterday, when Unity Party was in opposition, every time the budget came out, they will examine the budget and they will argue and condemn how Buffer Chima's budget as speaker was so high, the deputy speaker budget was high, the pro tem budget was so high, Abache, it was all CDC budget. Today, they've gone 5 times CDC increment. Besides their normal stuff that they earn, between them, 70 million United States dollars, they'll eat free. No noise. 70 million United States dollars. And here is it. Where that 70 million United States dollars is coming from from you selling on Randall Street, your goods, selling on Front Street, Broad Street, Carey Street, everywhere. You will pay that money. I will pay that money. Your tax, your squash car. Every time you buy a squash car, a percentage goes from there. Everything that you do, the court. Before I go, please. Before I go, I will show you. When we finish with all the why Israel boy we are say the interaction, then we'll share that with you, that breakdown. You paying that money. Budget just means item. It is a paper. It is a paper. When you finish putting all together, say we're going into 2029 election, we want to use 48.3 million against CDC. Then you put it there. Their 48.3 million, they say, okay, we'll raise it this way. Because you won't get the money sitting down. The money not sitting down. It's just like the woman getting ready to go to the market. She wants to buy a number of things. She has the vision. She has the vision, which is a budget. If you call the budget a vision, you are also right. That vision there has several items, or the budget has several items. So when the woman finish putting all the things down now, then she will have to sit down and look for the money. That's when she turned to the man. Then the man look at the list or look at the budget and say, oh, honey, but all the things you put here, where we going to get the money from? All these items, there are many. And some of these items are looking at, they are very expensive. And we don't have the money. How you think we're going to get? Then the man's suggestion will be cut down. Cut it. So that we'll be able to look for that money. But what that woman prepare is the budget. When you say you go into the market, they put all the things, whether it's oral, meaning it's not written down, or it is written down, the budget. Anything you plan to do, you won't get the money, but you plan it in mind, or you write it down, the budget. When you finish now, that budget now will tell you how to look for the money. Every budget ends with the how, H-O-W, how. So it is the how stage now that the government in. That what led Gafwan to go to the Ministry of Information to lie to the people. Gafwan lied to the people. Everything Gafwan said at the Ministry of Information is a lie. Gafwan just went in a rhetorical fashion to give you the impression that the 1.2 billion will do this, will do that. He was boastful. But when it came to the yellow machine, what did he say? He was boastful. He said, oh, the budget will take Liberians out of poverty. Next year it will be good and all those things. So they asked him, but your president made emphasis on agriculture. He laid so much emphasis on agriculture. Road, agriculture, road. The yellow machine and the 285 yellow machine, what happened? Gafwan couldn't say anything. You have 1.2 billion. Then you should be boastful that the yellow machines will be coming into the country this time. But you know why he could not say anything? Because he knows that it will be difficult to raise that 1.2 billion. The only reason they were hopeful and they went all around saying all kinds of things, because ArcelorMittal put in 200 million. But ArcelorMittal did not put in a 200 million simply because the government persuaded them. No, they put in a 200 million as per their deal. Now, it backfire. ArcelorMittal, the whole deal, ArcelorMittal will have absolute monopoly of where they are. And it will go for several years. That's why some of his officials, some of the TAPTA officials refuse to put their signature there. And they advise him. They say, Mr. President, hold on. Because there is the monopoly risk. How they can raise that 1.2 billion, that's the problem they're in now. And you go into all of your small market, you will start hearing over the days the imposition of taxes and tariffs on a number of things. You market people, keke riders, taxi drivers, the women who rolling the wheelbarrow from one end to another selling the goods, the shops, the stores, and everybody. You people are the ones going to pay or put that one, raise that 1.2 billion. You think when they say budget, the money just sitting down, and that's why most of you Unity Party people, really, you think your money sitting down? It's not money sitting down. Every time a budget is prepared, the items, then they look for the money. That money now is start coming from what they call domestic revenue generation. Domestic meaning your country. The businesses that you get, things then that you have in your country that you're getting money from, what they call taxes. Then they will be hoping on international partners to put some money there. The higher can work. You remember when they developed the ARES agenda, they called international partners, and they told the international partners, I think they put it at how many billion? I think 5 billion or so and something. I may not be exact. Don't take my figure as absolute. I may not be exact on that, but it was in the billion. And what did they say? They gave 75% to the international community to fund, to support the ARES agenda. What sense does that make? Who does that? Job of a government. You develop your plan, and then you tell the international community 75%. That means the international community will support more. They'll give more support, and then you give less. Who should be giving more? You develop your agenda. You have all of the natural resources. The international community should only be putting about 15 to 20%. But they are not responsible to fund anything in your country. They are not responsible to fund your budget. They are not responsible to fund your development plan. There where we are. They're going to raise taxes, GST, all of those areas. They say the rate dropping. But it's because we're getting into the season time. Some areas, LEC is on and off. 1.2 billion. You're going to raise that money. And that 1.2 billion, you will be CDC, you will be Unity Party headquarters. That's what they're telling you. You will be that party headquarters. When you see them flooding Facebook with December 6th, where are they getting the money from? They're your money. They're your taxes. Unity Party is taking, and that is stealing, is criminal. There is nothing, not a dime that Unity Party is using now and on December 6th will be money from outside. It is your money. The taxes that you pay, that's why Unity Party is about to use to secure the headquarters. I think if they have not completed, they stay in negotiation, but my intel that they have done it already. They've completed, I think, the purchase of that place. That's why you heard them on Facebook, finally we return home. Finally. Why were they using the word finally? Because everything is over. You're going to pay that money. But listen, it is good. Not necessarily that it's not criminal. It is criminal. But when I say it's good, because they are stealing the country money to build a headquarters. Unity Party stealing the country money. It is the money. And when Unity Party leaves power, every country, everywhere, they build a party headquarters, it will be seized and used for government property as government property. Unity Party will not come back to power. Take it or leave it. Unity Party will lose the election 2029. Unity Party cannot in any way defeat George Weah. Under no circumstance can they defeat George Weah. They will lose the election 2029. Let's have this break.
All the road thing you see, they're doing so. Like John Weah project. No more, no people. Oh, Joseph Boakai building road. Like money. But because George Weah have people behind him that were not doing the right thing, they contrary. We can't give it to Joseph Boakai and people again. No way. Joseph Boakai is the one that brought the war to Kedo. You're not Unity Party who brought the war. So what one will have? So that today, okay, we agree you brought the poor body, say you want to bury them, right? But you're not going to the place burying the people. What you came for? They're not the wrong campaign. You're not going to the place burying the people. Oh, you're not go there. I want to challenge anybody that want to prove me wrong. You're not go there. He went to the church for the people to see him. Oh, we can't reconcile. Nobody want to reconcile with Joseph Boakai because Joseph Boakai is a liar and crook. That's who he is. Any old man that don't respect yourself, they make you town chief. You can't elect town chief. The children then will respect you.
Right. Sure.
Joseph Boakai put on the impression that, oh, the thing happening on the George Weah government when we come with change it. Joseph Boakai more criminal than George Weah.
Unity Party can never, ever, never, ever, never, ever defeat George Weah 2029. There isn't anybody. That person has not come to life yet. God has not created that person yet that will come to earth to defeat George Weah 2029. Unity Party can do all that they think they can do. They can even use 50 billion on election. They can. The people are fed up. The people are convinced. The people have seen. Practically, they lie to them. They lie to the people. Look at the people. Look at what is happening. Nothing right is happening with the people of this country. How has the people life changed? Nothing. Everything the same. People are still groaning in their house. They are still complaining. Demonstrations all over the place. Nothing has changed. You raise a budget. You put a monetary figure of 1.2 billion. It favors only the top brass in Unity Party. That is the reason when you hear Unity Party people, all of the officials building our headquarters in every city, we are ready. That is exactly their reliance, that 1.2 billion. Unity Party can put headquarters even in the sky over Liberia. They can build skyscraper headquarters. They will still go. Anything they do, they will go. It is a foregone conclusion. It is a sealed prophecy. Just as God told Daniel, seal up the prophecy and go your way, for the time is coming. The same way it is sealed, it is a foregone conclusion. Unity Party 2029 is history. NTR, OUT. They are stealing. Unity Party are going to use the country money to build their headquarters. What a shame, what a disgrace. Then they were telling George Weah, 4 years you stay in power, because George Weah is not a rogue. Only a rogue stays in power and steals the country money and build and brag and boast of it. So George Weah stay in power technically 4 years. I've never agreed with anybody saying 6 years. You may say 6 years from a constitutional standpoint because that's what the Constitution provides. But technically, we have had 4 years. COVID-19, almost 2 years. George Weah is not a rogue. Only a rogue steals to build. Unity Party is a rogue. They are stealing the country money. They are robbing you of your money, your taxes, and every other thing to build their headquarters. And they are doing it with bold face, no shame whatsoever. Why couldn't they have done it when they were not in power? because they were broke, they were poor, they were wretched, they were peasant, they were downtrodden. They have nothing absolutely. They could not even feed themselves. They were feeding on CDC people. Their friends in CDC were giving them money to survive, were paying their rents. We know that. We know that. Today, they are in power. And then they're telling you they're going to pay their headquarters. That's the contract money. So it's not a good thing. They can boast. Anybody, when they're talking about their party headquarters, you seditionists, you tell them that you stole the contract money to pay your party headquarters, that the contract money, that our money. Another thing I'm going to tell them, say, we pay your headquarters. I pay headquarters for you. You tell them, say, I pay headquarters for you. We pay headquarters for you. Because that your taxes they're using. They're not sourcing external funding. Clemente, who is the head of Arab, and they can say, when you're in power, because that's the thing they're using against we are people. They say, oh, Finabono in power as protocol officer. So that's the money she used. John Yuboti was in power. The CDC government, yeah, he used his position to acquire this. So Bouakai is in power. He's using his position to acquire. Unity Party headquarters. Unity Party officials are using their power, are using their position as government officials to acquire a party headquarters. What I can say now? What I can say, you see how God himself, when you have a devilish heart, God himself can expose you. Because that's why you tell us, and we agree with the cliche. You say, when in power, this person used his position as a government official to acquire this wealth. This person used his position as a government official. So what Bouakai in the private sector? Bouakai not in the private sector. Senator Vapala, who go on the phone mimicking. What begin they can't even do that thing. Mimicking. Yeah, and you get the t-shirts now. Have you spoken with the printers? We want all those t-shirts to be ready. So we will have the launch on December 6th. We need to raise that money. Big women stooping so low. Mimicking. Frolicking. And that because of their position, it's because of their position, they're using their position to acquire wealth. Where the wealth coming from? Not external wealth, domestic wealth. They are using your taxes. They are using the money that you're paying for development to acquire the party. That's why they're telling you they will build headquarters in every part, in every county. Who told you that it's purely political? They are telling you that you are stupid, you are dull, you are peasant, you are downtrodden. They will rob you, they will use you. That's why with no shame whatsoever, they're saying it broad day and they're saying it with ease and confidence. No fear whatsoever. They're telling you that broad day they're stealing from you to pay your headquarters. That's why they're bragging and boasting about it. If a person, if they have any fear, they will not. They're telling you that we will continue to use the country money. They're telling you, and George Weah, when George Weah there, he failed to do, he was acting a Christian. So we put him on, we dare now. We'll use the country money, we'll enjoy ourselves. Look around. The time is coming, we'll start identifying the buildings. The country is small. Government official building anywhere, except you're building in a sky. But once you're building on Earth, Liberia, the information will come out because people in that community that you're building, you go there in the net, people there. you go there early morning when you think people are sleeping, so they will not know that you're building the lie. Even the people who constructing on your behalf, the people say, oh, Dale Mayor. And the building all over, They used to say George Weah people were stealing the country money and just building BB houses. Look at Unity Party people. And you peace and you downtrodden Unity Party people that will be shouting and screaming all over the place. They put telling you how dull and stupid you are. They're building their houses. They're building houses for their families. They're establishing businesses. They only use you as a bridge to get to where they want it. And now they're telling you to bring your foods self outside on December 6th. That's what they're telling you. Come outside on July 26th. Mail a play pack. When you finish, then you go home. We continue to enjoy the millions. But you should step out. You know God will punish you. Listen. God does not punish people simply because he wants to punish. Or God does not take you out of poverty simply because he is against you. He allows you to stay in your poverty so that you will come to your senses that the decision you took that have you in that poverty condition, you will not again. That's why when something's happening, you see people say, hey man, but why God allowed it to happen? Why God? All of those questions are right. But God in heaven would never ever move. You sat down, you say, oh, that rescue, George Weah there, George Weah spoiled the country. And because they want you to not to think critical of anything, so they will keep on telling you, they keep on using the mind game, the mind politics. Say, oh, we have messed the country up. We have messed the country or the puppet facing the country. We have messed the country or we will never come back to power. They are not saying it to seditionists because seditionists get nothing to do with that thing. They are only brainwashing you, Unity Party people, further, telling you that this man is a bad man. So we're using this man as a cover up while we're eating. So y'all continue to say we are spoiled the country, we are damaged the country while we're eating. And you see it? 70 million United States dollars. You know what 70 million United States dollars can do for this country? 3-4 persons. They're sharing 70 million United States dollars. That rescue. A rescue. So, yeah, it's it. Then we open the line. Time is of the essence. The headquarters. You don't get discouraged. When they say you're Mokan Osa, you know what you need to do? That your money. When you can take your money back, that your business. When you can take your money back, that your business. So what are you saying, St. Andrews? You come Osa, you form different ideas, you sell it to them, you collect money from them. Because that your money they can be used. That's why they're telling you to come Osa on December 6th. So when you organize yourself, when you develop an idea of how to get some of your money back, well, it's up to you. But these guys are using the country money. It's good. George Weah did not build headquarters when he was in power. George Weah did not steal government money to build CDC headquarters. George Weah is building CDC headquarters from private money. And nobody can say, no government official, not even Joseph Yuma Boakai, can say George Weah took the country money to build. It is Joe Yuma Boakai who is taking the country money, his officials. They are in government. They are using their respective positions to acquire wealth unto themselves to build their headquarters. We know that for a fact. They are telling us because they say they are ready to build headquarters in every county. Where the money coming from? You know what source any funding? You got no international partner that will come up and say, yes, institution X from the United States or from Tajikistan or Uzbekistan is giving Unity Party 10 million to build their headquarters. Just like Ellen. Ellen was here in Ellington. We saw Ellen sourcing external funding. Ellen had Osiwa. Ellen sourced funding from, or she sought Osiwa's help, which is not wrong. She went further. She used the same Osiwa to secure 100,000 United States dollars for PUA headquarters. That headquarters there, that the previous administration jumped inside, they ate all the money today. Julius Kanumba 14 to put it back on course. You're not using. You see how United Party people do? you can source external funding. The institution will be known, and everything about it will be known. So nobody will say that government money. But because they're so dull, they're not smart at all. They keep weird in the mind every day with grudge. So they don't know how to do things. They're taking the country money to build headquarters. They say every county, everywhere. They finish securing that place in Congo Town. They were all bragging yesterday. They say they have a larger headquarters, and CDC has a small headquarters. When I left the show yesterday, when I left Real Talk, I was on. That's what I was running through. I just started to laugh. Say, yeah, these people, they're too petty with the politics. So petty. They think large headquarters makes any difference. Let me tell you, large headquarters does not make any difference. The difference is the people. You can have palace just as Boga having presidential palace. It would mean nothing when you don't have the people. You're bragging of going back to a place that they threw you out. You could not pay. Your vice president, then in opposition, could not afford a dime for himself to secure that place. They flush you people out. Ami Modar, whom you people threw out of the party position as chairman, had to rescue you people. You're going back to the same place. It's because you people not organized. Unity Party is disorganized. That is a disgrace. They threw you out from a place. They disgrace you. You're going back to the same place. It's because you can't get any better place. You can't get any better place. So you saying now between you and George Weah headquarters small, and your headquarters is large. But here's the difference. George Weah has the multitude. George Weah has small headquarters, but he has the multitude. You have large headquarters. You don't have the multitude. So who is better? The man who has small headquarters. So it is about the influence. It's about the charismatic nature of the person. It is not the structure. Unity Party people, you know that. You stick that in your head. You can take all the place going all the way to Charles Taylor place, going all the way to Boulevard. You take all the area. You spread all around as your headquarters. One man in George Weah, one man, when the man comes out, the multitude comes out. The man has 90% of the citizenry of this country. So what good is your large headquarters? Your president is not charismatic. Your political leader is not charismatic. The whole world treats him with cynicism, meaning they are afraid. So he's not a charismatic character. So you can build whatever you want to build. But everybody knows that the country money you're using, and you people are shameless. You should be sorry of yourselves to be bragging and boasting that you're building your party headquarters. You're having a large headquarters. You're not building. You're going to renovate. You're secure that place. Except that you have chose to break it down and build new one with the government money, with the country's money. The very people that you condemned yesterday, the very seditions, MPC people, what's the various opposition political parties that the people money you're using to build your party headquarters. Nobody will regard you. Everybody will know that the government money you took to build your party headquarters. Everybody in this country knows. Nobody look at George Weah and say George Weah took government money. George Weah never, because George Weah knows that it is wrong. That's why he never do it. George Weah could have built CDC headquarters. George Weah could have secured a very large land and built CDC headquarters that today CDC. You people who have been the same one with Bouaka envious nature and setting his Arab man called Edwin Clark Martin to go and have press conference and say this property, this headquarters acquired by CDC was government resources used. That's why you people was Edwin Clark Martin would have said it. He would have said it. But George, we have been far-sighted. And who understands leadership far better than Joseph Boakai, refuse and said we'll be renting. The day we get money, we'll pay our own headquarters. That's why we are kept on talking to the people to pay. What the Eugene Nangwe said they were not at rental default. That means they were not owing the people. No. Every time they go to complete the project, the boss say, oh no, Unity Party people spoke to all. They say, when I accept anything for in fact, we're going to court. So when they realized that, oh, CDC people were stiff-necked, even though in court they don't want to do that, they say, oh look, let's move, let's do it this way. Let's make sure that we get it down. Let's move and break it down. Police Director RG was zealous. He was spirited. The one that broke it down, we are saying, you leave it. Nobody show any resistance. That's building, that structure, the material. You leave it. Let it break the building down. We did not acquire it. We were renting. So since the landlord say we can no longer stay on the property, he went through his Unity Party people to break it down. All of the investments we put in there, no problem. You'll leave it. We did not get any return on our investment, but we have something suitable, comfortable, reliable for ourselves going forward. You'll leave it. Let them break it down. And they were guilty. Today, George Weah is building a party headquarters, very exquisite, very exquisite. You know what an exquisite building is? It is distinct. You can hardly have or find that design anywhere in where you are. It does not matter the size. No, the size does not matter. What matters is the design. It is the blending. Have you not seen two persons? One with so much money and fame, and the other one doesn't have, but he dresses well. When he gets out, people say, we like your dress code. They're not referring to the texture. They are referring to the blending of the colors, which is a design. When someone looks at you and says, oh, I like your dress code, they're not telling you that you're a rich person, you get money. They're telling you that you're organized, you are distinct, you're different. So it is appealing, you attract them. Their attention soon draw on you because of your organization. That's what George Weah is. So it doesn't matter where you have large headquarters and CDC has small headquarters. No, it does not. That's not the difference. The difference is the design. George Weah is purely African European. Purely African European. Oh, okay. We'll use that this afternoon. After the show yesterday, I was going from one end to another. I was in Weah's political development closet from one event to another. I heard the people talk about this overhead bridge, and some of Weir's people talking that he initiated it. The public works minister went and put it back to Ellen's administration, and you are aware of the argument. So after the show yesterday, I was sitting and just going in Weir's political development closet from one event to another, from one event to another. Then I landed at the tour of some of the projects. The last place was at the airport. No, the ministerial complex. So he's been interviewed. And at the latter part of the interview, he said that the place is okay. And it's good. We have the ministerial complex, this, that. And when the two overhead bridges are constructed, as soon as he said, when the two overhead bridges are constructed, I paused it. He said, oh, wait. But Mr. Weir, I opened conversation with him immediately and say, Mr. Former President, the people said you didn't initiate this. This was already in place from the former president, your predecessor, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Then why are you talking about two overhead bridges or overhead passes? And then he goes further to say, hey, let me leave it. That is for this afternoon. The man himself will explain. So I soon realized that truly Unity Party people hate George Weah, and they would never attribute anything to him. It was yesterday. I heard it from the man himself. I can see why George Weah would talk less, because the records are there to speak for him. Anyway, let me not get distracted. So Unity Party, we'll talk that this afternoon. Unity Party is using government money. It's using state resources. You tell anybody with ease and confidence, nobody will do anything to you. No police can arrest you. Nobody will carry you to anywhere. They can hold you for nothing. Tell them that you say CDC did not pay party headquarters when they were there for 6 years. Yes, but you there now for 6 years and you're taking the country money to pay headquarters. That the country money you taking, if they're not the country money, tell us where you getting the money from. That's the question you should ask Unity Party people. Where you getting the money from to pay these headquarters? Just as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf told her biological relative, the late Ambula Johnson, Internal Affairs Minister, when corruption overtook her government, her officials were stealing all over the place. Unity Party people are noted for stealing. This government is noted for stealing. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she was going where she passed, and she just, by coincidence, stopped at the place. When she saw the condominiums, all over, she stopped, she jerked. She said, but who company is this? They say, oh, Madam President, that's the Internal Affairs Minister, Ambula Johnson. Right there, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf took her phone. Everybody who was around there, you tell them, say, man, you say. Because we know, at that time, we were reporting. We not reporting again. We have to graduate and leave it to the other people to come out of what life is. What did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf say on the phone when she called Ambula Johnson? She said, Ambula, when the journalist asks you where you got money from to build all these houses, please tell them, oh, don't say that government money, or don't place my government in any predicament. Remember very well, that's the word she used. She said, don't place my government in any predicament. She was simply saying Ambula Johnson stole the money, the government money. Unity Party people, that's the only strength they have. Unity Party they are never strong in opposition monetarily. They are strong and boastful when they are in position monetarily. Look at it. When they were in opposition, you used to see any financial bragging. They were poor. They were peasants. They were downtrodden. They lacked life. Life was leaving them. When you say United Party boasting, and now, because they're in government, all of these people who are boasting, all of these people who are posting on Facebook, the various agencies, director, and ministers, they were here. Did they tell Bwagale Bay headquarters? Because they did not have a dime. They were concerned about their survival. Some of them were not even sure they would have lived up to 2023 because life had turned against them. They were poor. They were poverty-stricken. They were not making BMO. They were only agitating. They were only turning the country into a chaotic atmosphere. That's what they were doing. But nothing monetarily was their strength. They did not have it at all. They are in power now, so they are talking about party headquarters. That's their only strength. Lazy strength. Lazy. All right. Let's get to you now. Time is of the essence. Thanks for the understanding again. We had to start a bit late. Yeah, Israel is not feeling well, so we're on the line from one end to another. That's the reason we had to come on this time. But however, that's it. Let's see how it goes. If Israel can be here tomorrow, then that's it. We're in. Yes, that's it. Illness is on to everybody. Everybody. Let's get to the line. Like Israel always say, let's have your interaction. So let's have your interaction. 0772-23-99-33. 0777, that's the women's line. 0777-9803-75. Let's go. You want to go straight to the point? Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Abba Sharif, and I join you from St. Paul's Bridge. Mr. Andrew, let me use this time to appreciate you people for your effort, for the hard work. At least every morning, your family early in the morning to kind of educate us. But Mr. Andrew, let me be frank with you. Every sender in the party spin for any party headquarters, it will die down. Where should we party today? Where the headquarters? It right here. Damage. Nobody can fulfill. Nothing. The government can do anything to it. Because it is the Liberian people money that they use to build that place. And as long you use our sweat, anything you use for that aspect, it will not prosper. It will not do nothing. So they located in big mansion, a catch scar. After they shall declare, everything will damage. So the only thing I will tell every Union Party Palestine, the down trading, if they may not bring money, you eat it, that your money. The same thing that you used to tell Joe here, that Liberian people money, you eat that money, that your money, they steal him. If you steal from it, and have crown. Any amount of money they bring and give it to you, you eat it, and not stealing, that your money, that your own same money. They owe you apology. You don't want to apology, they owe you.
Yeah, you're right. That's what they used to say. Yeah, that's what they used to say. We are time. They say that government money, you eat it.
Mr. Andrew, they said that Joe we have money, the money that Joe we are getting because they can't have the money for the Liberian people. So when they eat it, no problem. They say no, that their money. We agree, it is your money, and now it is Union Party time. That is Liberian people money. That is Nigerian money. That is Nigerian money. Okay. So we will eat it. Anybody they bring it to you, eat it and stay at home. Thank you for following me the time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes,
where you're in a place that sounding hollow. Move from where you are. You're not sounding clear.
Okay, in Georgia. Yeah, you getting me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say then the post even special that choose a bucket. He said you all know. The guy can hold it being down, Lufa. Then he said that they never have money. Where they took money for the coming pay party headquarters. And then the next thing, I've been calling, maybe not after the hotel thing, I will get you. There's a person now in the system, in the security system. They said that during the election time, they were in the running campaign, they were arrested. The former president, they were arresting, they will be detaining, we will call him so they can able to overcome the campaign. So me, I call to say that every one of us with a citizen, we should open our eye and the phone who around you are around him. You should call him and have a meeting with him and talk to him. The security people who will be at self with him during that time looking at. We should be very mindful My friend Hosmo said it. She told me, I said, my dear thing, I will try all means to call it and tell them. But we are praying for God that God should give us long life and see that day. The money they get, they put it part of headquarters, paying the one. That money they will pay for everything. So we just pray. Now, true story, I'm telling you. I've been calling, you know, I'm calling every year as me. The boy talking, he beat me too. He said that the one they planning to do. So everyone also be wise enough. You know how you move it. Even you come on the tour, we should have good person that will be with him. All of y'all, let's open your eyes. He might not okay for anybody. That's what I'm telling you now. I'm not playing phone. I see what I'm telling you. Somebody who is 15. So his wife myself friendly. I had to explain it to me. So I beg you, and he come back. Every one of you, ABO. What I mean? The other one, every one of you.
Israel,
yes. You have meeting with him. Secretly. Yes, you know how he move. Water. A woman or whosoever closer to him will have a water. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm telling you. In the system, I will not call him. I will not call you West me. She pitch me on the whole line. I call it Ebi. Ebi don't want to pick on me, so take what I get. So that's why I call to tell you. It's very serious. In the capital that we are arresting. So I beg you. So that it is. I want to pray for him.
Okay. Morning.
Morning, Sir Andrew.
Yeah.
This is my recording from Spain Street, Franco. Yes, Sir Andrew. The United Party people, anytime they get in power, like corruption, they can see. From every day, we went through it. Then this time again, they looting the country like to say that they will not live in the country again. Why people looting the country like this? Then they jumping around, passing around. We come in pay party headquarters, and we know the party headquarters are our money, that the government money or they use it. Why when they were in power, they didn't pay the party headquarters. Until time again, they come in pay party headquarters. They're milking the country. They're milking the country like to say they will not live in the country again. Why they for behaving like this? Why they doing the country like this? Like to say, after they are regime, they will not live in the country again. Yes, Andrew. Andrew, thank you for telling us everything. And this time we not stupid. Anything they doing, you explain it to us, and we understand it. And when they bring the argument, we face them with it. The other one myself was just arguing yesterday. I said that the country money. Why when you are in opposition, you didn't build party headquarters? That the country money. If you say that the country money, you show all the project that you are having in opposition to build party headquarters. They can't show you. He couldn't say anything. Professor Andrew, you write the money that the country money, and we will argue it until they gave up on paying it. Because I know that party headquarters will not pay it. They don't love one another. They just want wicked to citizens and Joshua. But when they talk about unity, they will be making confusion until that party headquarters the way they want to pay. They will not even pay it. Thank you for following me the time.
All right. Have a nice day. Hello.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, Dr. Mansisi.
Thank you for the recognition to the public. This is Mansisi.
Yeah, let's hear you, doctor.
Yeah.
You alone get five doctorate degrees.
I'm telling you, what I said,
Six, eh?
For the tango.
Oh, but what will make it 6 now?
No, I'm gonna show what I want.
Oh, that one coming.
No, thank you this morning for the topic. So ask, madam, you bring the teacher, get it done before they say, and what I ask God, that's what child we are behaving. People don't know they get sense in their brain, and when they say we have book of brain, that they want nothing they get in their brain called sense. You call somebody on the phone, you get it done on the face, go to the girl country. You are yes, you need to work out, you need to other people. You are yes, 12 years. You only be one party effort. You are yes, 12 years. Before you never you came by the power. You want 10 matches bass. 10 matches bass. Follow inside. You can't even say there. They push you inside and they're talking about tomato cup. You couldn't be one when you left power, you're only the poor for who said here. When they put out for the rental, they talk workers and I get money. They two worker all worker people to get to the window, they pull you out. That's thing about one big party here for where we agree with people now your own money, like the country money. What was trying to suffer out here? I cry every day for I die on a daily basis. Even if you not want, it will be here for us. And then no sense to us. And play with people there for our party for what before the background. So say you don't get shit that flat down on your face. People on your face flat next to the on your face. No shit again. No you get one baby, we'll push out the party for the who mess it. We push it. Something like you thought about the passport. He said it that we push out the party, we push it from there. We're forced that people will be for the first day. Tell me you're calling for the task, get the bring for your breaking. That would have taken by if I brought ministry. Then we're all back here, and do stupid yet. I will tell you to think stupid, we're not stupid yet. We can't think stupid, yo. Assessing our brain, we're not stupid. Like, yo, the million calling for to task, they're all brilliant, one brilliant. Every your pocket, we pay $1,000 US to the poor for that place, and the church out. Some of web paper, we call it for you, web paper, you know, something about Buku, man, and call people, and do they want, then be on time and print t-shirt. You saw print t-shirt, you're all set.
All right, my Zizi.
You know, like uniform
jacket. My Zizi, your boss man whistle.
Who my boss man again?
You stand up bearer, the man whistle. The man just released you. They say the man, and they say the man can wear shoe. The man whistle. Just listen, I come in read it.
Okay. You get what kind of you get man.
The man get thrown out.
You get going the man the report, you know, we give it up before. What I know myself, was like you let you call it fufu. Then you get it to behind it. Thank you,
okay, Mazizi. Hello.
Good morning, Bajan. Andrew.
Good morning.
And good morning to our one billion families. We wasn't busy dicks. We have to be called Bagube Dino. I bring you greetings from Slavery Car community this morning. Bajan, St. Andrew. Let me applaud you for the talking point and discussion this morning. Bajan, you see this guy? Those guys are deceitful and dishonest. That's why they will continue to struggle to make success. And success will not see that face. Quickly to the interview on Federal Show.
My man, you don't use our platform to promote another platform. It's wrong in broadcast, except there is something we can make attribution, Chief. Thank you. Hello. You talk what I talk. Yeah. Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. Thank you very much. No, I want to tell President we are thank you. I want to tell all my ministers then, my former minister then, thank you. For being far started, they said when we can't help the Liberian people because we are native people children and we can't help the Liberian people. They not see part and they not see contract money to build party headquarters. They not see contract money to buy land for party headquarters. I tell you, thank you, Samuel Tue. I tell you, thank you, all the ministers. I tell my president, thank you. He love the country when we tell the Liberian president we are love the country. They don't see it now. They see it glaring. We say, President, we are love the country. That's the reason you will not take your money and go use it while you suffering. But the person will not let your country that the person will come, you will see the person, and the Liberian people are seeing it glaring. They break our parliament because yes, our President, we are. The city of country money, they impacted when they were hungry. They were suffering. Who died? Yeah, they were in power. They blow the country. They now get fire for yourself. They were passing oil. Now, they were supporting it. One minister, they were feeding it. So they kind of power. They even 3 years. They're stealing your resources. When they party color, all when they posting, they're talking over radio. When I remember you are seeing it for yourself, you are seeing a real role. You are seeing a criminal name that I love the country, that making the country every day we are suffering. You are seeing the real people. We told you that the president, we are in each of the country. Thank you. You are seeing a very on your watch. Thank you. Now, President, we are coming back to power. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you too. Have a nice day, madam. Let's get out of Liberia. Hello. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Brother Andrews.
Good morning.
And to the Liberian people. This is Joseph Corey calling from New York. Brother, the criminal men in town, they have come to steal again from the Liberian people. But they know, but they may man stole for 12 years. He was broke. But what God can do, no matter what you do, God will put you in your place. He stole for 12 years and didn't do him no good. He's taken down to zero. When God is with you, all things are possible. But when you're doing no kind of thing, creating harm on the Liberian people, you will feed away. And I'm just thinking like the same old government they had in the past when the international community here were under there, the thing that how it's going to be. Because the thing they're doing, my man and my money and my capital there in the market, no benefit. These people are just trying to generate funds to put it in pocket to please themselves. That's all they are about. Nothing else for the people. And you see something for you, you will look in the healthcare and see what they are contributing. Your children's school, what are they contributing? What are universities there? Looking so horrible. They don't care. They're talking about building party headquarters when they are in administration. It's supposed to be focused on the need of the people. How you put a bread and butter issue before the people? How are you going to help them? But you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about building party headquarters and putting money in your pocket. And you say you're helping the Liberian people. These are just a bunch of criminals that came to loot and help the Liberian people. But God will judge them better. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day there in the United States. Hello. Good morning. You are on.
Good morning, Sir Andrew.
Yes, good morning.
Anybody calling from halfway? Hello?
You're on the air.
Yeah, General, you know what the people are doing? They see that the tricky or the wicked. You know, any man who can talk is tricky now who can talk plenty. And wicked now who can talk plenty. So what they are doing, and they are that to eat their money, we learn that one from Raseli and Maneria Town during the protocol to be senator for Mashiado. So we made that one good. And when they see that they tricky or they are wicked, Maneria name because that's why Maneria can talk plenty. We cross the river, we read the if we read to the river, whatever we say to cross it or that can we use, they will know it. So that people be talking plenty. They put in their border. When we read that, we know who we can take it. Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, Brother Andrew.
Yeah.
Morning, yo, Papa.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Yes, God, thank you. Okay. It's my calling from Clarendon. Say, Andrew, God bless you. Let God give your long life. All the things you've been talking, let God give your long life. You know the people there, I tell the Almighty God, thank you for our former president, George Maneria. Because they may get more sense. They say they may not get sense. But they may get sense more than they say they may not get sense. See, they may can do a more than they get a degree, 40 degrees. God thank you for whatsoever that God bring in our heart. Let we be patient. The Almighty God will fight our battle. They know the real criminal in a country that then the United Party people, they're the real criminal. They have nothing they can do without government money. They say Joya was eating government money. They eating some now, they're not eating some. Joya used to pay people who they said that Joya was eating the people money, doing all they wanted. Joya paying people tuition, they said Joya was eating people money. That then they eating the money, the criminal, the United Party people, that they don't want a criminal, we know the real criminal. Thank you. That God bless you.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Veteran Andrew.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Bobby I do join us.
What happened to your line? Move from where you are, maybe the network.
Okay, Veteran gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, Waka and Surrogate came to destroy me. You see, when they go more addicted, they are posted now. They go back to the old party headquarters to Congo Town. They use the people, the country resources, and they are paid for that error. And now they tell us that they come in bail, party headquarters in 50 countries, that's branches. Let me appreciate former President George Monroe for bring competitions of bringing party headquarters for political parties. You see those guys, 2029, 2030, that asset recovery thing, that's also asset recovery thing, where got Martin, running oil van, I think that you put the assets and giving 10 million. They don't get the belly if we are desperate, over country, you go for the assets. When you chasing people who suffer for the money, you spend it on things that benefiting the Liberian people. That be clear to them. That Mr. Bwaka, please go on the country and start chasing after people. This country needs to be reconciled by you because you said that you have for the 2 years. There's nothing to see on you. But lastly, to close, I want to tell the citizen that George is safe, George is healthy, and he will be back 2029 to claim the presidency for you people. Thank you for putting me over to the president.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Morning.
Good morning, my baby. Let's hear you. You're on the air.
Yeah, okay. Good morning. I said that my request to the master of God, you must pray for some for your say tomorrow. They can on air. Thank you, dear morning. They put that criminal there. That criminal, you see somebody pay, they must pray that criminal. That woman they see. That our money will see, the sister said our money is see. They're not for your package. You are there for the 2 years. You are there for you are in the position to put up for waiting. But it's another for waiting. You pay the fire call, you clear our money, you pay it for you. You are lie. Criminal there. What will polish that woman they get to get rich up? What you say? Oh, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Yes, you're not doing it. Now you're destroying for pay. Well, you're buying all my other people. They never been not pay. You're coming pay. Who got it for your belly? Female, y'all. Y'all will tell you need a free. Will be all your okay. Your first year will see.
Oh, my beze, you swaying the people?
I will tell you.
Oh,
you're not tomorrow.
But the poor got value on my business. You swearing that they'll get value.
But get value there. Because the problem is for me to see. And I get the food. The people are made up, my sister, they are taking it down. They are question. They are for me. Why carry they new breeder? They will make it out of food. They begin one day. So now that they will make it 40. The criminal had a bit was a night time. Anyway, what the player money. What a move that money will get all that will come. Then a power can't walk I want. Then I want really tower. That's it. They get that.
All right.
You will. Yeah, I'll show you that. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hello?
You are on the air, Chief.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mohammed Kukwana calling from Kawani. Yeah, brother Ryan, let me slow down and talk to you. Hello?
Oh, but you were not supposed to call when you're driving.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. I mean, yeah, good morning. I'm started calling from Poro. I'm calling to tell you thank you. I'm not listening to the calling me. I'm talking some because I was not here go back. I come back in my market. I met you talking. Thank you for the show.
So you in the market?
Yes, I'm in my own market.
You on the market table selling?
I'm coming from Ghana. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for the show. The United Party, they are criminal. We know them from the beginning to the end because they are very corrupt.
When they getting money for the building, they coming to party here. The 50,000 hot Joe Baka building. Yeah, the country money. Now what country money? Joe, we are safe building.
Oh, you went off, oh, madam. You went off. Hey, man. Yeah. You try. Let's see if you can call back and just under 10 minutes and then we out. No problem. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Sam Andrew?
Yeah, this is Sam Andrews Kings 88.5. Let's talk about it.
Okay, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank God. And you?
I'm okay by the grace of God.
Amen.
My name is Brother Barako from Mount Barkley. The issue that has to do with the Unity Party and that of CDC. You know, something that I'm looking at quickly, which Brother Israel last week. Unity Party using all kinds of means to remain in power. But however, God is there. There have been some revelation that have come. Even myself, I saw some last week where I saw a guy, somebody moving, and then a group of behind the person. So there was a woman who I saw to be a prophet. And the woman said, well, why the president is doing around here? Why the president is working in a community like this? Then somebody said, no, there ain't the president there. But the woman said, no, that the president there. Not the president. But I'm person you talking about to be the president. But not the president. Not the president there. So again, I saw another one that the Unity Party already planned to cheat 2029. To cheat 2029. They will do anything to cheat. So our people should be in readiness to fight against it. And again, looking at our people that are being displaced by this government, breaking their homes, which they were not notified from the beginning. I want for our leadership to go and sympathize with them. Give them hope that indeed they are for them, because when they were there, they never took them from that place because they never had any authority.
All right, sir.
You can't displace the people and
All right.
keep them
Thank
somewhere.
you.
So please, this is my apology. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sam Andrew. I
Yeah.
don't want to call back. I
Okay.
said the people there, those people they are raw and they are wicked. But the wickedness, they want a plan. That wickedness will enter in there, it will build. The Christians say, when they go fire, it will enter them. And inshallah, it will enter in them. The money they see in the country, they will pay for it. I don't care who president can, they will pay for it. We will collect everything in their hands. Those people there. That are suffering in the country can never develop. Nothing. When a man can do it, the other man is see money. They want why out three. For Fanana Shim, she's sitting down over there and say, enough force for people to bring money or macabirity. Who are you in the country that you will put more on the born citizen of this country? Yeah, thank you. Sam Andrew, because I've been saying I'm putting my market down.
That why you selling so? What kind of market you selling?
I said it dry fish.
Yeah. They buying a dry fish?
Yeah, Sunday. And I said, Sam Andrew.
I know.
Papa,
I know what you're going through.
What to do?
Yeah.
When you say that, you are not there.
Exactly. You're right. Yeah.
So we tell God thank you, and we tell our president thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it, man. That's all the time we've got to be with you. We got just under 8 minutes to go. 3 things I should share with you quickly. 1, there is nothing absolutely they're doing that they did not condemn yesterday. Confirmation hearing yesterday was questioned, was condemned. When this lady, they said she's related to Senator McGill, at the time he was in the position as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. When she went for confirmation hearing, they asked her a question, and then she shouted the blood of Jesus. And Unity Party people hung on that. They demanded the legislature not to confirm her because she does not know the position for which she was nominated. Unity Party organized protests at the legislature, pressing on the legislators then not to have the lady pass, and several they were criticized and condemned. Fast forward, in their time, the same thing. Bintu Salif, who lied on her academic credential, she lied. She could not even say anything. Worst of all, she tried to create a fleeting atmosphere. A fleeting atmosphere is, let me explain it this way so you understand it good. Like, you see, if you're watching show, the lady wants something, she'll be showing her breasts, twisting herself all kinds of way. That's what she was doing in the Senate. So when they asked her a question, she wouldn't know how to answer, no idea. She will act like she's laughing, like she understands the question and it's an easy question and she's laughing, or then she'll rub her breast, showing her breast all kinds of way. Huh? She tried engaging into that, thinking that she could lure the senators into such love affairs and they will. But what happened? The same thing they condemn. The same way they condemn the Senate. Say, oh, the Senate, Joe, we are Senate. They were just sending people. You're just passing like water flowing down the river. Yeah. Bintu. Because Bintu sits on Class Reloaded. She goes to the legislature. She blundered. She could not even say anything. They allow her to go as Deputy Minister for Urban Affairs. But yeah, where we take credit. The big mouth she made, the insult she rained on seditions, she could not even defend. She lied on her academic credential. All of what she said academically had no correlation or no connection. So she can't stand in the public and say anything of any CDC person. That stigma is on her. She lives with it. And she can't even address any gathering of her gender with ease, clear conscience. And I am told that she's dull to the core. So the job, she has the position, she will be out most of the time because most of those Unity Party women that ain't know the job, they ain't get no idea. They're just there, riding cars, moving from one end to another while the special assistant does the job. That's how it's going to be for her. Tell him. They had all manner of things to say. George Weah is not sitting back any longer, and I like the position because when it is too much, and you're just sitting, you're silent, God in heaven himself can get vexed with you. Sometimes you need to allow people to know that you're not stupid, you're not weak. Continuous silence doesn't say the person is weak. It only means the person don't want confrontation. But the person can create confrontation just as you can create confrontation. Over the time, we had been silent. So they think that it is a good opportunity to keep on saying all manner of things. After they killed him, God resurrected him. He thanked God for resurrecting him. They go on to say that he does not know ethics. He's sitting in FIFA hall, he drinks the water, and then he puts the bottle on the floor. You got that? Who have not drunk and put the bottle on the floor? The man is conducting a live interview. How can you drink your water where the camera and every other thing is focused? You cause a blur image. When we say Unity Party people do, that means they can reason better. You'll not believe it. That's some of it. It is the normal. In the executive mansion, the people drink water, they put it on the floor. Bwaga in second drink water, he put the bottle on the floor. But because they have nothing convincing to say of we are. They have said all that they have said against we are, nothing. All of the claims, all of the damning thing they have brought against we are, nothing. So they resort to being so petty, so tiny, going to bottle of water. Then they move on to say the man feet soling or he can't wear shoes and all kinds of things. Amen. They want your power. Let me just share with you what we have said. It's already time. Hear what we have said in response to that. The first word he used, he said, nonsense. Nonsense. That the reason he always wearing sneakers because his feet soling. He's referencing that he putting it back to them. Listen, this kind of reaction, you know what it means? The person is telling you who's saying all manner of things against him, how dull you are. You say the person feet is soling, but the person is in sneakers, the person is in shoe. How did you arrive at the conclusion? So between you and the person, you are the dullest of a person. So the person is not bringing out the clown out of you. We are knows how to respond, man. The guy is clever. That the reason he always wearing sneakers because his feet soling. Now, you damn FNC. Hey, Joey, you may get told. Then he goes to the next line. You listen to yourself. He asking a question. You listen to yourself. Did you sound right? You listen to yourself. Did you sound right? If not, listen to yourself again. You guys are not strangers to me. Hey! Man, the man clever, man. The man clever. The man, in fact, the man not clever. The man is wisdom driven. Wisdom driven. The man is philosophical. The man reasons. Philosophy has everything to do with how you think, how you respond to situation, you analyze. So when you're responding, you respond readily. And you respond with sense that everybody will look at and say, oh, but you man right. That's what God meant in James 1:19. He said, be slow to speak, quick to hear, meaning analyze well. So that when you speak or when you write, everybody will say, yes, the man making sense. We go with this man. Let me read it again, word for word. He said, nonsense. That's how he started. Nonsense with 3 exclamatory marks. Nonsense. That the reason he always wearing sneakers because his feet soling. Now, you damn FNC. Now, you listen to yourself. You listen to yourself. Did you sound right? If not, listen to yourself again. You guys are not strangers to me. That's it. I leave it just like that. It's on Real Talk this afternoon. So just hold on. Judges, I see you. So all of you, man, nobody which Israel is speedy recovery, man. Amen. I just tell me you, I just listen to you. All of you saying open the line. Amen. Israel said go, Israel not well. Israel not well, Israel sick. It's not easy. They think that we're doing that not small thing. The stress, the pressure. Yeah. That only God. It's not easy. Israel is not faring well at all. So, if God permits, we're back tomorrow. Let's see how it will. If Israel recovers in time, then he will be on the show. If not, then we are back. But please keep Israel in your prayers. It's not easy. Those of you who have his number, you can call him and wish him well and pray for him. Everybody needs prayer. Everybody needs witches. Yes, just your God be with you, wish you speedy recovery is sufficient. It strengthens the person. That is psychological. It helps a lot. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Thank you ever so much for being with us. Again, if Israel can make it tomorrow, we're back. Until then, this is Kings 88.5 Real Talk. I'm Sam Andrews.
Ilala sama leku.